Yo, what is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you a sneak peek into the Seattle offense that I've been running. If you've caught it on stream, if you've seen me run it in Weekend League, I'm sure you guys have already seen different elements as long as you follow me on other platforms, right? If you're on Madden Daily, I've dropped a couple videos like this in the Discord. If you're on the website, the full scheme is going on the website this weekend. Um, and then once again, we'll be running it on Twitch, right? So we have a bunch of different elements where you guys can catch this scheme. I want to go ahead and give you an example. And this is just going to be a play, just one play and one setup that I use that's going to completely get our opponent out of zone drops. I absolutely cannot stand people that just zone drop all day long, don't make very many adjustments, and just hope you make a mistake or hope you get block shedded. That's it. That's what a lot of the people do. So let me go ahead and show you how we're taking advantage of this. So first off, we're just going to come out in 3-5 wide. We're going to come out in Sam will blitz. Mike blitz 3 is the exact same thing. The only difference is how they line up pre-snap. So we're going to come out in that. My zone drops right now are set to 20 and 5. So 20 flat, 5 purple. And what we're going to do offensively is we're going to be audibling from bunch tight end into the gun wing pair. Now to do this, you do need to sub in two tight ends. I sub in a tight end to my outside and a tight end to my inside because I want my best receiver in the slot. So it would look something like this, right? Now, the play that we're going to come out in isn't going to matter for this guide or for this tip video, but we do have a full scheme breakdown out of bunch tight end as well, but I want to focus on wing pair. And the play we're going to look at is going to be PA tight end seam. PA tight end seam is going to be the play that we're looking at, and this is going to completely dominate zone drops. Let me go ahead and show you. So we're going to come out here. Now, notice we came out with the bunch tight end to the short side. Anytime I want to run wing pair, I'm coming out bunch tight end short side, and I'm audibling over to the gun wing pair, and for this case, we're going to be audibling into PA tight end seam. Now, when we audible into PA tight end seam, there's a couple things you need to note. One, the R1 receiver and the circle receiver, basically your two outside tight ends, both of those guys, if you look at the routes that they get when you have Hot Route Master or Tight End Apprentice, or Receiver Apprentice, I mean, you notice that they get slot routes. They don't get the normal tight end routes. They don't get the trail. They don't get the delay fade. They don't get any of that. They get the ability to put them on a zig, a slant, a cross, a post, corner, stop, and go. So you get some really cool, unique routes that way. I've talked about that on this YouTube channel already. But for the sake of this video, the setup that we're going to use is we're going to put the outside right, the outside right receiver, tight end, whatever you want to call them, on a corner route, right? So it's going to look like that. Now we're going to put the running back on a ghost, and then we are going to drag the outside left receiver. So this is how the play looks, right? Now let's go ahead and take a look at the zone drops. So we're going to go ahead, do your normal zone drops. They're going to look like that, right? This is what people do. Now, what we want to do is we want to take this outside tight end and we want to motion him out and hike once he hits the numbers. He does not have to set. Now, once this happens, right, you're going to notice that you can throw that pass every rip against zone drops. The zone drops will not actually react to it because there's no flat zone going to that side of the field. So the motioned corner, as long as you don't let him set, just completely dumbs out the zone drop. It can be 15, it can be 20, it can be 25. It's not going to matter. It's going to dumb it out. Now, the reason that we like this, right? Because most times, most of the time, anytime you have a overpowered route, something like that, a user, a good player, is just going to run over there and play it himself, right? Now, we've already talked about how that can't be guarded by a zone drop. They're going to have to man that up. So the reason that we go ahead and do the ghost drag combination to this left-hand side is because with the ghost over there, now the zone drop to the left's not going to play that crossing route. So just watch how this works, right? So we have the route to the right. There, I forgot to actually even do the zone drop. So you saw that it's going to beat the stock coverage anyway. So let's go ahead and do it. Here we go. We're set up. Now we're going to go ahead, audible over, PA seam. We're going to set this up pretty quick. Looks like that. Now we're motioning him out, hiking as I mentioned before he sets, but pay attention to this left side of the screen. You see how he just dumbs out? Now I'm going to go to the instant replay because I want you to pay attention to what happens. You'll notice because of the ghost route, this is something we've talked about already, but the ghost route with a crossing route, they don't play it. Now you'll also notice that the corner is backing up, and he backs up. Once again, I talked about this in another video. It's kind of all scheming together, right? If you've paid attention to the videos I've dropped already, you'll understand this. This inside release to the streak is pulling these zones deep. So, although he doesn't get all the way deep, he gets deep enough to the point where once we glitch out the zone drops flat, you'll see that he has no shot of making a play on this. I mean, when the ball is thrown, right? So the ball's thrown right here. He's over 10 yards away from him. So even with Acrobat, right, you should be getting an easy completion right there. So just to rehash this, we're going to go over one more time. Your reads on this play are going to be as follows. You're basically reading outside corner, right, that you're motioning over. You're then going to look at the drag coming open over the middle of the field, and then you're going to look to hit this crossing route as it goes over. Now, the one thing that I will say is if you catch your opponent to where they've actually got a good lurk, right? So say they're in the middle of the field, right? So they're going to do something that looks like this, right? They're going to try to take away the drag this way. And now they're going to play this crossing route that is ran by Howard. So if they do something like this, right? So if this is the way that it's looking, so it'll do something like that, right? Now, if they do this, you may have to dump it down to the ghost route, and you may have to throw it to the seam. So you'll see right here, first thing you're looking for, but that pass right there is something I like to do a lot. You're basically just reading the user. If the user is overplaying to the left, say whatever they're making whatever adjustment they are to the right. So if they've got their zone drop set up, they're really not going to be able to play this. But if they somehow man it up and shade and do something to where it looks close, you don't feel comfortable throwing that, and then their user is playing a little bit too close to the left side right here, right? So they're playing this crosser. Don't be afraid to throw a pass lead to the right to this guy, because you'll see that the outside corner is not going to be close enough to make a play. So it's just something for you to consider. It's literally my last read on this play. But I just wanted to focus on the fact that you can throw it. It's not a completely dead pull route. But as you can see, you got the drag open underneath. You've got the corner. You'll have this guy over here because this flat's going to dumb out. So you've got a bunch of different options, a bunch of different reads you can hit. One more time, we're going to throw it, and I'll just show you. Not going to matter. Let me actually go change the zone drop, because right now I think it's on 20. I want to move it to 15. Yep, so it'll look like this, 15 and 5. So here we go. We're going to come out, bunch tight end, audible over. All right, so go ahead, set this up. You'll see we're good right there. Setup is going to be this. Same exact setup. Just going to motion this guy out. Now, you'll notice that becomes a little bit tighter, right? So if they set the zone drop to 15, you would need to roll out to throw that. But if they set it to 15, you still are going to have the high-low read to the left. So watch this right here. All right. So we're good. Set up. So you see you can't play that. Now, there we go. Now you'll see, you look back to this left-hand side, see how he's still completely dumbed out? So they're going to have to make adjustments to stop that. And if they are going 15, and you catch on to it, right? So they're playing pretty safe with that. If they go that route, you can do this right here to the point where you don't have to even motion him out. You can just hike it. And you see how he dumbs out? Let me go ahead and show that to you again. So if he's at 15, as long as you roll a little bit to the sideline, right? Once you basically hit this hash mark, he's gonna bite in. So you'll see he comes in for no real reason, but he does, and then it just allows you to throw a bullet pass lead up, and you've got it. So I wanted to focus on everything here for you because I wanted to really show how this works. Now also, I messed up one of the adjustments. So let me go ahead and do that again, because I don't know why Brait ran across her. Alright, so here we go. Set up, boom, boom. Now, as I mentioned, notice how he bites down? That's how it'll look. So as long as you can kind of manipulate the pocket to get outside of it, you'll notice that at a 15-yard hash mark, or excuse me, at a 15-yard zone drop, they will bite down on underneath routes, and they'll allow you to throw over the top of them. So yes, it will play it initially. However, if you catch on to it, this is what you do to beat it. So hopefully you guys liked the tip. Hopefully you understood it. Hopefully you like the play. Make sure you guys check out the website if you already haven't. We got a lot of stuff going on there now. There's a lot of stuff already on there. But we're going to finish up Madden 21 strong going into next year. And we're going to keep on killing it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Catch you guys in the next video.